but don't eat it because I just got a little bit of it in my mouth and it was not very good. It was kind of gross. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor if you're new here, and I have a really exciting video for you guys today. So if you don't know, which I hope you guys know, it is now fall, and fall is my favorite season by far. I love everything that has to do with fall, the fall colors, the leaves falling, the pumpkin picking, the cozy sweaters. One of my favorite things that I always look forward to when I know that fall is approaching is the pumpkin spice latte. Like, yeah, I know that is totally basic, but what can I say? I absolutely love them. They are so good. They totally give me fall vibes. They give me that cozy feel. Like I want to cuddle up in a blanket beside a fire, just sipping on my pumpkin spice latte while it's storming outside. Maybe I'm reading a book. I have like this whole little like scenario planned in my head whenever I'm like drinking one. They're just so good. But yeah, so in honor of the pumpkin spice lattes, I thought I would create a makeup look based off of the colors of the pumpkin spice lattes. How many times can I say that in this video? So if you guys want to see what look I create, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right on into it. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put on some lip balm, just because the one thing I hate about the fall weather is it gets kind of cold and my lips and my skin get really dry. But I recently picked up this lip balm from Sephora. This is the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. I love this stuff. It is amazing. So it comes in this little like tin pot right here, and it looks like this. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it and place that on my lips. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to put some moisturizer on. I'm going to be using the Clean & Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. I really like this stuff because it's super light and airy. It also has salicylic acid in it, so it really helps with my acne breakouts. So now that that's done, we're going to jump right on into the face makeup. I'm going to pull up my sleeves so we can get down to business. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. The primer I'm going to be using today is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. I really like this stuff. I have really big pores on my face, typically in this area and on my nose, and this really helps minimize the look of those. So I'm just going to take quite a bit on my finger, and I'm just going to blend this out. Make sure I get some in all my like really bad problem areas, and then of course the rest of my face as well. Okay, so now that that's all rubbed in my face, I'm actually going to go ahead and jump into foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using today is this one by Fenty Beauty. I love this stuff. This is actually my very first high-end foundation. I've never owned one before this. I honestly didn't understand the hype about them, but now that I own one, I completely get it. I totally understand why people will shell out high amounts of money for this stuff. Like, it is just so good. So anyway, I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend that all into the skin. Okay, so then we're going to jump into some concealer. My favorite at the moment. I picked this up a little while ago. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is their trial size because I wasn't entirely sure that I was going to like it. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I mean, things tend to work different on different types of skin. They work different for different people, so I didn't want to shell out the $30 or so, or however much it was, concealer that I wasn't entirely sure that I was going to love. But I actually really like this stuff. So I'm just going to place this underneath my eyes, like so. I'm going to do some on the tip of my nose and down the bridge, and of course some in the middle of my forehead. And then I'm going to take my damn beauty blender again and just blend that out. So now I'm going to set my face. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild contour palette. I believe this is in the shade Caramel Toffee. And I'm going to be using this like yellow banana shade to set my under eyes and kind of just all the places that I placed the concealer. And then I'm also going to be using this Stay Matte Translucent Powder by Rimmel. So I really like this stuff as well. So I'm just going to take this like really dense face brush by Moda and just press it into my skin where like I put the concealer. So now I'm going to jump into contour. I'm going to be using the Chocolate Soleil contour powder or bronzer powder or whatever it is. I'm going to be taking that on this like flat brush, I guess. I like this better than an angled brush because I feel like it can really get into the hollows of my cheeks. And then we're going to move on to blush. So the blush that I'm going to be using is this Mademoiselle blush from this Too Faced palette from like a holiday set way back when. But any like natural blush, like peachy blush would do. I just wanted to say like disclaimer, I guess. Okay, so I personally believe that you do not have to have the same products as me in order to create this look that I'm creating today. Like, you do not have to have this semi-sweet palette or this holiday palette with the blush and whatever. Just use what you have in your own collection. I mean, me personally, like, before I started doing YouTube, I never really had the money to buy all the products that the YouTubers I would watch owned and was using in their own makeup looks. And I am such a huge advocate for using what I have at my disposal, just because I know that some of you don't have the money to run out and get all the products that I use or any other YouTuber uses, and I personally don't have very much money at all, so it's kind of just like, use what you got. So definitely just don't ever feel like you have to use what I have. I never want to make anyone feel that way. So just definitely just use what you have in your collection, and I promise you, you will find colors and shades that are similar to what I have. I mean, there's so many different brands and companies out there that make similar shades and dupes to so many different products. So don't ever feel like you have to use the exact same things that I do. But anyway, so I'm gonna jump, like I said, into this blush right here. I really like this blush because it's like a super natural color, and the makeup look that we're going to be doing today is kind of very dramatic. It has lots of dark pigmented colors in it, so I didn't want to have anything too crazy on my cheeks. So I'm going to take a really like fluffy blush brush and just pop this bad boy onto my cheeks. Oh, I also like to take a little bit of blush and put it on my nose to kind of drag that color across the face, just to add a little bit more color and uniformity to the face. Okay, so before I like jump into the highlight and the lips and all that stuff, I'm going to take a step back and jump into the eyes. This is what you guys came here for, right? We are going to set our concealer that we have just chilling on our eyelids. So this is from the Prism palette. I'm going to dip it into the color Unity. I'm going to take on a blending brush this color right here. This is the color Eden, and this is going to be one of our transition colors. So I'm just going to take that, tap off any of the excess, and very lightly place this in my crease. Okay, so now that I have my transition color all laid out, I'm actually going to jump into the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. We're going to dip it into the color Peanut Butter, which is right here. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my blending brush, and we're basically going to do the exact same thing with the Eden. Just blend it throughout the crease, kind of pull it back through the brow, like past through the brow. Okay, so on another blending brush, this one right here by Tarte, I'm going to dip it into the color, into this color right here. This color is Truffled, I'm sorry. So this like brown shade right here, right on top of Peanut Butter, because I'm holding it upside down. We're going to pick that up on a blending brush as well, and we're going to literally just focus it right here in like the outer crease. So now we're going to jump into our lid color, and I'm so excited for this color. I absolutely adore it. Like when you think pumpkin spice, this is the color I think of. So we're gonna jump back into the Prism palette, and on a flat shadow brush, we are going to pick up this color Saturn, like this color right here. Like how can you not think of like pumpkins and pumpkin spice lattes and all that yummy like fall stuff when looking at this color? Like this color totally gives me fall vibes. Like, it just does. Can't even help it. So I'm going to take it on this flat shadow brush, and I'm going to pack it onto the lid. Okay, so now that that's done, we are actually going to take another blending brush. I'm going to just use this one on the other side of that brush, and we're going to jump into the color Parallel? Yeah, we're going to jump into the color Parallel, and we're going to go right here in this outer V and really concentrate it like in this outer crease, kind of bringing it out like we did with the transition colors as well. So we're going to dip this little liner brush into this color Eternal right here, and we have to take some setting spray to make this process a little easier. So I'm going to be using the Mario Badescu setting I can't talk, you guys, I'm so sorry. The Mario Badescu setting spray. This is their lavender one. I absolutely love the way this stuff smells. It smells so good. So I'm just going to take it and spritz this a few times. That was a lot, but you're gonna need a lot for what we're about to do. So I'm gonna dip this into the color Eternal. So we're gonna take this liner brush with this, and we're basically going to create a wing liner with it. So now that the lids are done, we're gonna jump down to the lower lash line. I'm going to take that same shadow brush that I used to apply Saturn on the lids, and I'm going to dip it back into Saturn and tap off that excess, and I'm going to run it under my lower lash line. So now that that is applied, we're going to jump into Parallel, and we're going to take it on that same shadow brush, and we're basically going to create what we did on the lid on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take a little bit of that Parallel color, and I'm just going to keep it focused on the outer corner of my lash line, lower lash line, I'm sorry. And then we're going to use our liner brush, and we're going to basically create eyeliner on the lower lash line, and we're going to connect it to that wing we have. So then I'm going to take a flat shadow brush, and I'm going to dip it into the color Pyramid right here. And this is going to be our inner corner highlight. I really like this gold because it's super warm. It's a really warm tone. So it definitely brings out the warm colors in this look. And as well as the inner corner highlight, we're actually going to use this on the brow bone as our brow highlight. But we are definitely going to diffuse this color a little bit because personally I feel like it would be too much if we just packed it on there. Like, as you can see, I'm being super light with it. If I were to be like with it, it'd be way too much. It would just not look right, I feel like. So now I'm going to jump off camera real quick so I can apply my falsies. I'm also going to be applying mascara. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in this pink and green tube. This is like such an iconic mascara, so you can find these at any Walmart, any drugstore. Like, honestly, this is so iconic. And then the lashes I'll be using are these ones from Kiss. I don't actually have the lashes in the box, but these are from their Faux Mink collection, and they are in the style Little Black Dress. But I'm gonna hop off camera real quick and put those on. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my lashes on, and I also did my brows off camera. I use the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Pencil in the color Ash Brown. Really like this stuff, really good. And now we are going to do the lips and the highlight. So for highlight, we're going to be using another Too Faced product, go figure. This is from their Super Fun Night palette. This is from their holiday collection last year. We're going to be using this highlight right here. This is called Dancing Through the Snow, and we're going to be using this as our highlight today. I'm going to be taking that on this fluffy brush right here, and I'm just going to swirl this bad boy in there, and we're going to place it on our cheekbones. Oh my gosh, you guys, this highlight is freaking amazing. It is so gorgeous. It is like such a subtle, like natural highlight, but it still has like that gold tone that I kind of really wanted. Oh, I love it. So then for the last and final thing, well, there's one more thing to do after this, but we're gonna jump into the lip color. So the lipstick that I'm gonna be using today is this one by City Color Cosmetics. This is from their Be Matte line, and this is in the shade Cappuccino. I absolutely love this color. I live for this color. It is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. The only bad thing about this lipstick is it is a little bit drying. So I am really sad though because I don't think they make this color anymore, which is really heartbreaking for me because I absolutely adore it. But I don't know, if you guys happen to know like a dupe for this color, please leave it in the comments down below because I absolutely love it. Like, when this runs out, I'm literally gonna die. Like, I love this color so much. So there's that. And to just finish off the face, we're gonna use some setting spray. And I'm just gonna mist it all over my face. Woo! Oh, that stuff is just so refreshing, but don't eat it because I just got a little bit of it in my mouth and it was not very good. It was kind of gross. So that is it for this look, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. I had such a fun time making it. I'm totally living for this look. I cannot get over this highlight. Like, guys, I just look at that glow. I cannot get over it. But yeah, if you guys loved this video, give this video a thumbs up because I would totally appreciate it, as well as subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the little bell button so you won't miss out on future videos from me. And you definitely don't want to miss the fall videos that I have coming up. I'm so excited to film this for you guys. You're not going to want to miss those. So make sure you subscribe. And if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave those in the comment section down below. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!